The give is to Williams. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Right on the money. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires complete on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration. Just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do. Starting a game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Got enough for the 1st. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking for a crease. It's Young. There's a crease. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They feed him again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Throwing, Carr. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Back to throw, it's Carr. fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
From the gun on third down, Carr. Here's a heat. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Frazier. Can't get him to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Pressure coming. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll go with Frazier. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's Carr to throw. Looking for a big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Carr above the noise. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's going to run it inside the 40. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires left. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. Might have a chance. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The offense changing the play. Here's Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bulldogs!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Williams. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Carr. Got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Here's a give to Frazier. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Frazier again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back.
He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Georgia! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Motion from the wideout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's going to take a shot. Complete downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Play action, C.J. Carr. Makes the catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Throwing, Carr. Skips away from pressure. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. Trying to buy time. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes and knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, lived to fight another down.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Working the middle, it's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man on the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. To the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here's Carr to throw. Finds his man. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Makes the grab on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quickly complete. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else.